What's up, YouTube? It is your Lord and Savior, King D353, and I finally decided how I'm going to fix the problem I had with my last episode of Reborn. As you know, this episode was due a long time ago, but due to some screw-ups with my editor, well, not editing the file I sent her, I didn't want to let out this episode, but I've decided on a way to fix this problem. I am going to be post-commentating over my video, so that way I can just skip past the parts that were supposed to be edited out, and yeah, I just feel this is the best way to go about this problem, so yeah, let's play the video and start this post-commentation. Alright, so me turning on the game. And me showing off the crew. Sasheen, Peach, Nickaboo, Amethyst, Muffin, and Dan. Muffin now being the weak point of my team, and me showing off the items I've obtained. Those being the Hardstone and the Dread Plate. So now Amethyst's Rock Blast is stronger, and Dan Hibiki's Bite Attack is stronger. And as usual, I make the weakest Pokemon my lead. Actually, I believe I changed my mind, because I remember that the next place I'm about to go is the Team Magma Hangout, so there's really no point in me putting Muffin in the lead. Anyway, now it's time for me to start going to the Team Magma base, only to remember, hey, I have a bike I have to get. Or do I remember the bike immediately? Oh, I didn't forget, okay. I thought I forgot the bike, but apparently I did not. So, this is how you're going to get the bike, guys. You need to go back to Crawberry's place after you've robbed her senseless. And no, I'm not going to read that because I can't control the speed at which it goes by. Not to mention, I just don't feel like doing voices right now. So yeah, Crawberry points out that I'm the one that stole her Pokemon. But because of my connection with the cops, they don't believe her. Fuck yeah. I am such a boss. Oh, and I'm sorry for the lack of music, guys, but, well, I don't think you want to hear two voices going on. And now Crawberry gets pissed. And you know what? I honestly don't blame her. She may be kind of a bitch, but I'd be pretty pissed off too. They didn't believe me when I told them some fucker robbed me. Honestly, it's moments like this where I actually feel kind of bad, because in this game, even though you're the good guy, you do a lot of horrible shit in it. Amethyst basically forces you to be an asshole in this game. And as usual, lag, so the cop's moving in slow motion. Damn right you're sorry, bitch. Okay, so let me get this straight. I saved your life, and you want to repay me with a fucking bike. This guy needs to be bitch slapped. Oh yeah, and his daughter died. Yeah. It's kind of depressing. This is one of my best voice acting moments, in my opinion, so I feel bad that you guys aren't able to hear it. Oh, and if you guys are wondering why I'm not just letting you guys hear the video and then just muting it, the parts I don't want you to hear, It's because I don't know how to do volume control. I don't know how volume recording works. Like, when I record Reborn, it sounds a lot louder in the YouTube video than it did on my computer. And I don't want to risk the same thing happening with this YouTube video, because I'm afraid that if I just let the YouTube video's sound play out, it'll just, like, blast out and, like, rape your ears. So that's why I'm doing the post-commentary, really. Although I could just, lower the volume at the right time, I just don't want to risk hurting you guys' ears, because I know I will most likely screw it up. And I also know if I put it down too low, you guys won't be able to hear it, and you will be pissed. So I felt a post-commentary was the best course of action. If you don't feel that way and you rather I just put the original audio, just comment that down below, and then I'll re-upload this part with the original audio, just muted out at the parts that I don't want you to hear. But unless you guys comment, you guys are going to get this post-commentary, because I don't want to risk hurting anyone's ears. So yeah, I'm not sure why I looked at my team there. I'm assuming I looked to see who my lead Pokemon was. Oh, no, I misclicked. I remember now. I wanted to get to my bike, but I ended up misclicking and I clicked the party instead. I actually asked my editor to edit that out, because I didn't want to embarrass myself like that. So at this point, I decided to test out my bicycle, because I didn't want to overwork the girl since she was basically going to do this for me for free. So I wanted to see if I'd be able to move fast enough on my bike to not have her edit. So I use my bike, and I start moving. And I start moving. There we go. Then I decide, yeah, this is not fast enough. So then at this point, I thought she was actually going to start editing for me, so I said Chaos Control, as if I was Shadow the fucking Hedgehog. And at this point, I'm just talking to her now, telling her that the rules of how I wanted her to edit the video and shit. So yeah, let's skip me going there. So I went to the Magma base, realized, oh, I didn't trigger the event yet, so now I'm going back. Did I go back too far? Yes, I did. Alright, so here I am triggering the event. Trigger the event, you have to talk to Archer. So yeah, he'll tell you it's time to get shit done. We're gonna attack those Magma Gang pieces of shit. We're gonna kick some ass. Get her done. I say Chaos Control again. Now we skip forward. Skip forward a little more. Alright, so yeah. Went into the Team Magma base. Talked to this fucker. Start up a tag match. Vulpix and Numble. Pachirisu and Dan Hibiki. I believe I team up on the Pokemon to the left. Well, after I switch out Pachirisu, because, Earthquake's a thing. Luckily for me, he doesn't actually use it, but then I feel like a dumbass because I basically withdrew Pachirisu for no reason. See? Pachirisu could have stayed out and I would have been perfectly fine, but nope, I withdrew Pachirisu for Sashine, which was stupid. By the way, Vulpix sucks. Die, you fucker. That's what you get for sucking ass. All hail Draining Kiss, an extremely OP fairy move. And apparently in team battles, you get hits for your partner's Pokemon too. Fucking hell, imagine how OP that must be when you team up with Kane. Also, I love how Gyarados has the common sense not to attack Houndour. Thank you for that, Gyarados. You're a real bro. Most Pokemon would be stupid and attack the Pokemon almost dead, but nope. You attack the fresh one. This is why Dan Hibiki is awesome. I started to switch out because I thought it was Dan. I remembered, oh yeah, it's Sashin first. Now I withdraw Dan because I don't want him to hit himself in confusion. Especially since he has Moxie boosts. So I withdraw Dan and send out Peach. Because Peach is useful. Forced joke is forced. Oh, it's a Fennekin. If I remember correctly, I leave Fennekin last. I want to kill it slowly. So Houndour gets to die. I remember my next attack is going to be Swift and then Fake Tears on Fennekin. Because I can. Don't make a lie out of me past me! Past me! Fake fucking tears! I thought so, bitch! And then I Swift hit them both. And after Fennekin chants to God, praying for his life, I kick his ass. I don't know why I sparked. That was like a really stupid move on my part. Huh, special defense is down 2 stages. Let's use a physical move on him! Logic. Fuck yeah. What do you know? Huh? Alright, you're in. And everybody has invaded. Fuck yeah. And that guy randomly moves out of my way. I can't help but wonder how everyone teleported there. Alright, so now I say Chaos Control like a dumbass and I go back to heal. I kill this Pidgeot to level up Peach and I ask my editor to edit out the battle so you guys don't have to see it. But I'm not going to go forward again because I might go forward too much. So, kill the Poochyena, get the level up for Peach since she's so close. I believe I run into one other random Poochyena because I decided to talk to all this shit for free items. And then I asked my editor to edit that out before running from the battle. Then I continue to look at more rocks and stuff. And boxes, because I want free items. I got some red hots. Now I get ready for the battle against the big boss. I send out Dan thinking he's my best hope of beating what I thought was a Ninetales, but actually turns out to be a Vulpix. Why am I just sitting there? The fuck? I'm not sure what the fuck that was. It's you, isn't it? You're the new ace. Fine. I suppose you're supposed to take me out. But if I take you, they have nothing. The conflict between Aqua and Magma has been rehashed well enough. It's over now. For glory, baby! I don't know why I read that after I said I wouldn't read it. I guess it's because I didn't know what the fuck to say. Also, he has no sprite. Nice job on me. So I thrash, because fuck yeah, thrash. And this Vulpix can't do shit to me. Because the fucking Vulpix, not Dan motherfucking Hibiki. And he tries to save his pitiful life. But of course, Dan ain't having that shit. She burns down like a bitch, and he pays for it for life. I mean, he pays for it his life. It's a little bitch-ass trap life. Be a man! Look manly, fucker! So Dan learns up to 34. I believe he learns Aquatail here. No, he doesn't. Oh yeah, so at 35 he learns Aquatail. Now I'm making a fool of myself. So at this point, I think about who I want to send in. I decide to send in Nickaboo. I decide to send in Nickaboo. What the fuck? That's not a Nickaboo. Oh yeah, I remember now. I sent in Peach to get a spark off and try to paralyze it. And it is exact miss. And I pray to the gods for paralysis and it doesn't happen. Fuck you, gods. So Firefang utterly rapes Peach. Then I decided to send a Nickaboo and not let somebody else die in vain. And at this point, I start to spoke the fuck up. I'm actually just going to skip ahead now because this battle is just me bulking up until I can one-shot this, or two-shot this thing. So we're going to skip until I actually attack it with the double kicks. Skip a little more, skip a little more. Oh, I killed him. Oopsie. Let's go back. Alright, I believe this is the part where I start double kicking. Wait, no, I heal up once more in case of a crit. Then I start to double kick because I'm at 2.5 now. And I didn't want to bore you guys. Originally, I wanted to go all the way up to 4 times. But I knew I had fans watching and I didn't want you guys to get bored. So I actually just went up to 2.5 times. And then I started double kicking after healing, of course. So yeah, I healed up. Firefang doesn't do shit because of all my defense boosts. And it is sweep time. Wait, what? Fucking hell! You know what, screw it. I'm not gonna skip. I'm just gonna wait. I get paralyzed. I'm gonna use a paralyzed heal, my last one if I remember correctly. But, as we already know from this commentary, I don't remember correctly because my memory is shit. So, yay. Nickaboo's not paralyzed anymore. You know, in hindsight, I shouldn't have named this Nickaboo. Since Nickaboo is supposed to be named after the name of all my monkeys, instead I should have named it Chickaboo. I would rename it Chickaboo, but I believe you can only rename these things once. But yeah, I should have totally named him Chickaboo. Anyway, now do I double kick? Yes, I do. And that's a dead Houndoom. Thank you, Bulk Up. So now he's sending out his Charmeleon, and I decide not to switch out because I'm boosted to all hell. I might as well do some good damage on Charmeleon. And he foolishly shielded the Flame Burst. I was expecting an ancient power here, but luckily for me, he didn't use it. And yes, this Charmeleon has ancient fucking power. So yeah, that's that battle down. Ah, no! Ugh! Magma Gang, it's over! Retreat! For now, at least. Finally, Magma's nonsense is put to rest. Great job, De Facto. You too, Dwayne. We'll be heading back to our own territory now, hopefully unbothered by these crooks. Come see us soon. And then I see this Hound Tower back here. But before I actually go to it, I talk to rocks. And then this rock becomes a Pokemon. Because rocks can do that. Hi, Poochiana Rock. Sorry, I don't want to fight you right now. Now I talk to the Houndour, saving the game first because I don't want to risk doing something stupid. He smells my Pokey Snacks, he attacks me. I decide that since Gyarados is burnt and Bite's a dark move, I decide to just use Bite. Because I know that won't kill in one hit. And it turns out it won't kill in 2 hits either. So I Bite again, hoping not to get a crit. and I don't get a hit. Now, at this point, I notice this is a female Houndour, which is perfect because my editor is a female. So I decide at this moment that I shall name my Houndour after my editor. Now, this is actually funny because at this point, I only spoke to my editor once, and my memory is kinda shit. So I forgot what her name is, and I actually spent some time looking up her name. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit so that you guys don't have to wait while I try to remember her name. So let's go to time. Still no? Here? No. At this point, I'm essentially looking for an email that told me who my last subscriber was, because my editor was my last subscriber. So I looked up the email. It was XD, Faith XD, who had last subscribed to me, so I remembered, okay, her name was Faith. So yeah, I named my Houndour Faith, and I am most likely going to release the Houndour from the box because fuck Faith. So yeah, I kick its ass, I catch it, it is now my bitch, and now I go out to the Aqua Game to get my other Pokemon, because they give you a Pokemon for the successful mission. That is the old bike music, right? I think it is. It's been a while since I played one of those third gen games, so I don't remember. I'm talking about the remakes, by the way. The original remakes, not Gold and Silver. Okay, so now I go back to the gang to get my Pokemon. Now I talk to my boss. Of course I did. So it's time to tell you something. You're one of us now. You've earned it, I'm guessing? Earned this. To obtain Carvana. Would you like to go date with Carvana? Yes. At this point, I ask myself, what is the opposite of faith? And I could not think of the opposite of faith. After a while, I decided that I can use the synonym for faith, which is hope. And I decided, what's the opposite of hope? I still know what the opposite of hope is. Okay, well, what takes away hope? Death. So I named Carvana Death. Wow. Oh, I named it Demise? Doom? Doomsday? Well, there's no... Okay, that's close enough, I guess. I mean, you don't really have any hope when Doomsday comes around. Everything fucking dies. There is no hope there. So, yeah, I named it Doomsday. So, Faith and Doomsday. Ironically enough, I want to get rid of Faith and keep Doomsday. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Okay, I'm going to skip ahead now because this is just me healing and slowly going back here to tell Amethyst about how Corey died. But Fern beat me to it. Fuck you, Fern. At this point, I'm raging at Fern because Fern's an asshole. Well, look, if it isn't Dwayne, looking like a lost puppy as usual. I was just telling Ame about your little incident of the blow gym leader. It's very unfortunate. I was worried about him for this exact reason. Yeah, whatever. Look, tell Ame to be ready by the time I get there, okay? Yeah, I'll call her now. Oh, hi Dwayne. Bye Dwayne. Fuck you too, Ame. And yes, I said that during the video. You look confused. Well, more confused than normal. See, every gym leader in the Reborn League needs a backup, right? Like, I'm the backup for the Flowbot. When she retires, I take over. At this point, I explained to you guys that I was telling you that before. Well, the same thing is true for the Poison guy. He retired, well, in a sense, you know. Now we're looking at the backup. Alright, she's up. Turns out she's some chick who lives in the whatever. Heh. But you won't be able to get out there unless you have the key. And guess what? I do. I already got 3 badges, and it's about to be 4. Man, that Charlie girl was a pushover. It's like she wasn't even trying. I mean, she seemed like she was going to keel over and cry any second. But hey, I'll take the badge. Anyway, I'm off. Good luck finding the key to the wasteland. What? You want to know where I got it? Hell yes I do. Why would I tell? Because you're my bitch. You know what? No. Fine. Fight me, Dwayne. If you win, I'll tell you. But like that's going to happen. Spoiler alert, it happens. So, Fern Smug-ass challenged me in a battle like the little bitch he is. I decided to oblige and give Fern a nice, hearty ass whooping. Of course, I forgot Fern was a fight, so I have to withdraw Dan Hibiki and I set up Nikaboo to make quick work of Pharaoh Seed. Gyro Ball doesn't do shit because double resists. And then I use Ember, if memory serves, Ember doesn't one-shot Pharaoh Seed because Nikaboo's a little bitch. So Pharaoh Seed lives with burn, takes burn damage, still lives thanks to fucking leftovers. Fuck you, Fern. Fern's going to waste one of his super potions now, and I'm going to Ember this little fucker to death. One down, 3 more to go. Okay, I don't remember the next few fights, so I'm going to be learning about the same as you guys do. I think I sent Dan Hibiki for this next one. I think. Do I send out Dan? I'm pretty sure I sent out Dan. Yep, I sent out Dan. Because Moxie boosts are a thing. And once I get a Moxie boost from this thing, my Ice Fang will basically OHKO everything. So Thrash, and that does some pretty good damage. But he Mega Drains and gains back health. And if memory serves, he gains back just enough health to live this next Thrash. Fuck you, Ludicolo! And I Thrash again, praying to the gods above that Dan is hitting himself in confusion. And he does. Fuck you, Dan. At this point, I choose the Bite because actually, I don't know. I think it's because Bite is almost as strong as Thrash thanks to my Dread Plates. Not to mention, Bite had a chance of making him flinch. At this point, I Bite again. I believe he hits himself in confusion. Oh, he doesn't? Huh. I thought I used my Revive in this battle, but I guess I don't. I'm not going to spoil it and tell you guys why I thought it was a Revive, but yeah. And now I can spoil why, because Dan dies, and I'm going to rely on Dan later in the match. Yes, I know it's a spoiler, no, I don't care. So I send out Sashine, deciding I can nuke this thing's defenses and let Nikaboo take care of the rest. But Giga Drain does a fucking work on me. And I forgot to give Sashine an Oran Berry, so I don't get to reap the benefits of her Unburden ability. Bye, Sashine. At this point, I believe I send out Nikaboo. Oh, I don't? Oh yeah, I remember now. I wanted to send out Muffin to try to lower its speed with Icy Wind. But that doesn't work out for me at all. And my niece is dead. Fuck. Now I send out Nikaboo, hoping that my Ember can do some work on this thing. But it knows extra sensory and Nikaboo dies. Yeah, I actually forgot how to think of Nikaboo. I just remembered it kills Nikaboo. I was like, how? So now I send out... Wait, what? Oh yeah, I remember now. I send out Peach so I can heal up Dan Hibiki. I almost went ahead of myself for a second. So Peach has essentially become a sacrificial lamb, existing only to give me time to revive Dan Hibiki and give him a chocolate ice cream. I choose Dan because he has Ice Fang and because Extra Sensory will one-shot Nikaboo. So Dan at this point is my best hope. And then it Sleep Powers Peach, and I just go fuck because I didn't want Sleep Power Peach. I wanted to one-shot Peach. Well, two-shot Peach. But it didn't. So, I heal up Dan completely. This thing Giga Drains Peachy. I use Spark. Peachy dies. You guys are probably expecting Dan to come out, but nope. Next is Amethyst. I know Dan can take down Servine perfectly fine, but I'm not sure about this thing, so I decided to send Amethyst in as a sacrificial lamb and self-destruct all over this thing's face. So after Amethyst blows up on Roserade and dies, now it's Dan's time to shine. It's up to Dan to take down Fern's 2 remaining Pokemon. Can Dan Hibiki finally prove his worth? Spoiler alert, he's proved his worth. So she Sleep Powers me, and I get pissed. I consider using an Awakening on Dan, but then I remember Roserade's obviously faster, so that would be a waste. Oh my god, when that hidden power was used, my ass originally clenched so fucking hard. Because I thought it was going to be hidden power electric. But it wasn't, and Dan levels up. And now, Dan learns Aqua Tail. Ironically, he learns Aqua Tail against a Pokemon that's kind of useless against. Nice. So now it's the ultimate final battle. Dan Hibiki versus Servine. But Dan is at +1, so Servine stands no fucking chance. Aw, you have leftovers? Cute. I almost killed you in one hit. So Leaf Tornadoes me, my accuracy falls. I got mad at this point because I thought I was going to miss or get paralyzed. Neither happens because the Hex gods are smiling down on me. And I've kicked Fern's ass. Noob. Fuck you, Fern. Talk about cheap, whatever, man. You wanna know about the key? Fine, I'll tell you. So New Point Jimmy is a girl who lives out in the wasteland, yeah? Well, I got the key from her brother. He's a really fruity-looking guy, decked out in purple, fishnets, looks more like a girl. Totally freaky. He won't stop singing, either. What? You know him? Yeah. I should have expected you would. At this point, I start cursing at Fern. So yeah, he said he was going to be our secretary for something or other. You want a key? Go ask him. Later, loser. I believe I cursed at Fern some more while I went to heal. But I decided to end the episode off here. Save. I say my normal shit. Okay, there's no point in me watching this. Alright, so yeah. That was my kind of horribly done post-commentary of that. So, yeah. I apologize for this bad video, guys. I was really hoping this would be a turning point where my videos would be of a better quality thanks to my editor, but, you know, things happen. What are you going to do, so... So to accept the fact that this is officially the worst episode of my Let's Play, and I apologize dearly for this really bad quality, and I'm just sorry, okay? There's nothing else I can say about this. Starting tomorrow, Let's Play will start again, and I will go back to my regular, not post-commentary. So, yeah, I guess I'll just see you later. Sorry again, and this is YouTube.